Welcome back. A new 3-part docuseries called Cult Massacre, One Day in Jonestown, is now streaming using a wealth of footage filmed in the days before, during, and after the massacre in Jonestown, Guyana. It brings the tragedy that left more than 900 people dead to a whole new audience. Laura Spence is a producer on this project, joins us live to share more about this new docuseries chronicling one of the largest mass death events in American history. And of course, good morning, but one of the main reasons we wanted to talk to you too is because Jim Jones and the People's Temple has that connection to Indiana that some of our viewers may not remember or may be so young that they didn't know. Can you tell us and start there?
Of course, and thanks for having me. So Jim Jones was from Crete, Indiana, and he first established his church there, and then was obviously advocating for social change, integration, and I think his changes were too much for Indiana at the time. And so he ended up moving his church to California and hoping that he'd probably build a bigger congregation there. So yeah, his early days, he grew up there, he was from there. Stephen Jones, his son, who we interviewed, he grew up in Indiana as well, and lots of our contributors actually who followed Jim Jones from Indiana all the way to California and then Jonestown from Indiana as well. So there's that connection throughout the series, I'd say.
Yeah, can you tell us about, I understand there's really some unique footage. Talk about that, how you obtained that, and also why now? Why did you want to be part of this series to talk about this now?
So I'd say that your second question, those 72 films in National Geographic have this strand called One Day In, like a documentary strand. So they made a series about 9/11 called 9/11 One Day in America. And like Jonestown, these series kind of try and get as much footage of these big American events and forensically go through them, go through the footage and kind of do a kind of chronological series. And when you see that footage and you see people in it, usually then we try and get hold of those people and get them in the interview chair. So you're immersed in their stories, they're telling you what's happening in that moment. And Jonestown really lends itself to that kind of documentary making. And the footage, yeah, a lot of it was quite hard to get hold of. So the NBC footage that we use in episodes 1 and 2, it's the spine of the series really. And NBC only usually release about 2 hours of that. And our brilliant archive team, they worked with NBC for months and months and months, trying to get hold of any more footage. And we managed to get an extra hour and 15 minutes of the NBC footage filmed by Bob Brown, who was tragically murdered on the airstrip in this terrible history and tragedy. And some of the other footage that we use is filmed by People's Temple in Jonestown, and it's this beautiful, vivid Technicolor footage. And me and the series director, we had to travel through California, through the desert, to this place called Victorville and meet someone to grab these old reels of film and get them digitized. So we really utilize a lot of that footage in the series as well.
Wow, fascinating just to even hear what you went through to get that, to obtain it. I want to know too, I want to run out of time, but I want to know those people that had not talked before, and you said, I wanted to go find them and it was hard to find them. Who did you find, and can you tell us a little bit about what they told you?
Of course. So in the final episode of the series, which is about the kind of aftermath of the tragedy, one of our contributors is called David Netterville, and he was a special ops sergeant at the time. He was one of the first Americans on the ground in Jonestown to witness this horrific tragedy, and his testimony was so powerful. As an outsider, like all of us watching this documentary, he was saying things like he saw bodies with needles in them, and he was like, he basically says it's murder. He could see murder, and it was just extremely powerful, his testimony.
We really appreciate your time this morning. I wish I had another 10 minutes, but we're going to watch the docuseries instead. Thank you so much. Appreciate you and your journalism and going after this important story in history. Good luck to you. If you would like to know more about this new docuseries, again, where to find it, where to watch it, you can go to fox59.com/links.